Weighing 219 pounds, the challenger, Lyle. And fighting out of Louisville, Kentucky, weighing 224.5 pounds, the heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
Well, they've got this crowd going here in the Convention Center, Las Vegas, the gambling capital of the world. The odds heavily set against Ron Lyle. And Ali, although he's heavy, 16 stone and a half a pound, he looks relaxed and well and anxious to start the old tricks again. And this audience packed with what have become known as the beautiful people. Many of Ali's supporters, black people, dressed in their finery, and really making this a sparkling, glittering audience here tonight in Las Vegas. So 15 rounds for the title. Can Lyle pull off what would be one of the great sensations of recent years? And Ali is play acting, he's clowning. He's trying to put the psychological fix on Lyle. The old tricks, flashiness, cockiness, all coming out in these opening seconds. He better be careful he doesn't make a mistake, because Lyle is dangerous. Big, strong man who can hit. 8 rounds, Ali said. We'll see. Ali pushing away, doing nothing except covering up. Trying to confuse Lyle. $1 million being paid to Ali, and he'll have to do more than this for it. $100,000 to Lyle. This is a nonsensical start to a World Heavyweight Championship. Joe Louis is in the audience. I want to know what he thinks about it. Doesn't bear much resemblance to World Heavyweight Championship boxing at the moment. Ali talking to him. It's the first right hand from Ali. Ali doing the rope-a-dope bit. And Lyle not going in with the big attack as expected. Either content to play around a bit with Ali, or perhaps not quite knowing what to make of it. One thing for sure, you never quite know what to expect with Ali. He's only thrown one good punch so far in this round. Lyle's done the work. Well, you can put the first round down to Lyle, and there's a speck of blood on Ali's face. So where that's come from, I don't know. It's on the right cheek of Ali, but there's blood there. So the champion is marked at the end of the first round, and he's lost the first round. We'll see whether Ali has come to fight or to play. One thing's for sure, Lyle has come to fight. Lyle's been a professional since 1971, 2 years after he was paroled from prison. Looked a very lively contender for the title until February this year when he dropped a points decision to Jimmy Young. He's quite lucky to get this fight after losing his last one. But he's never been stopped, and neither has Ali. Lyle's looking dangerous. Well, we can only wait and see what the tactics are with Ali, but it's all a bit mysterious again, just like it was with Foreman. Ali, 16 stone and a half a pound, the heaviest he's ever been in a title fight. Much heavier than he was expected to be. Lyle's getting through to his face with jabs. Both about the same height, 6'3", 6'3.5". Ali's got the longer reach, but not using it at the moment. His reach is 80 inches, and Lyle's 76. That's more like it. Ali beginning to put some punches together. Needs to. Finding of the right hands over the top. Ali gets to work. Looks for the spots to put the punches through and finds them. Beginning to dodge the jabs, moving back now from the jabs. And perhaps for the first time, Ron Lyle will get just an inkling of what the man can do. Good right. Difference is in the speed of punch. Been an altogether different round, and Ali has taken this one. So unquestionably Ali's round. So you can put him now level after 2 rounds. Interesting that. I think he must have certainly been told by the corner and must have known himself that he had to do something a bit better than he did in the first. Angelo Dundee was looking a bit anxious. That blood's coming from his nose. You can see the swab stick being stuck in there by Dundee. Drew Brown up there with him, Bodini Brown, the man who invented the phrase, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. So the champion looked more like a champion in that round, and he needed to. Good house here in Las Vegas. This place holds 7,700, and I would think there must be very nearly that many people in here. Very few empty seats. People paying up to $100 a time. Ali talking to him. Beginning to look the part now, beginning to move, feet and hands working. The pace of the fight beginning to look something like a championship. Talking to him the whole time. Trying to destroy him mentally as well as physically. Lyle's jabs looking half-hearted. Once again, a Muhammad Ali fight. A little strange. Always hard to put your finger on these fights the way they go because he's so unorthodox at times. That's a good right hand again. He whips those punches across. And Lyle comes fighting back with 1 or 2 good ones himself. This could develop into a hard fight. Lyle doing very little until he's stung into action himself by Ali. Referee is Ferd Hernandez, local man. Two lefts, and that following right was going to be a good one, but Lyle saw it coming. Remember, the 8th round has been predicted by Ali for the finish. Difficult to know whether all this is being done towards that end. He'd dearly love to make the prediction come true, there's no doubt about that. That really would please him. Extraordinary the way he goes out on a limb with things like that, because if he doesn't finish it in the 8th, then he's going to get nothing but criticism. So the little bit of action there by Ali towards the end just about stole the round for him, only just. So he's moved a little bit ahead of Lyle. Ron Lyle, 33 years old. He's lost twice in his career, 33 fights, 30 wins, 1 draw, 2 defeats. Ali going looking for him before the bell. And they want the water rubbed off the face of Lyle. So far, all we've seen are the opening bars. We haven't really got around to the main first movement yet. These jabs are not getting through and they're not scoring. Taking on the gloves. Difficult to tell just how dangerous an opponent Lyle could be. He doesn't quite know how to deal with this cupped glove defense of Ali's, but he hasn't attacked as much as everybody thought he would. It seemed that the only chance he had to win this fight was to go in and try and slug Ali out of this, but it's looking as though he's trying to outbox him, which was the one thing nobody expected. Lyle wearing stars on his trunks and stripes on his socks. He boxed for the United States as an amateur against the Soviet Union and won back in 1971. Ali hasn't thrown a punch yet. Nothing like the Foreman fight at all, which opened at a tremendous pace. This is Ali's second defense within 2 months. He beat Chuck Wepner in March. He stopped Wepner with just seconds to go towards the end of the fight. Lyle's a much better opponent than Chuck Wepner. Good round for Lyle. He's done all the work. He's got through occasionally. Nothing very heavy has got through, but he certainly won the round. So that should put them all square again. So we're seeing a rather typical mysterious Muhammad Ali fight. I hope you like the young lady who's carrying the round captions around. It's something we don't get in England, but it's typical Las Vegas showbiz. Both Dundee and Ali talking across the ring to the opponent. So after 4 rounds, I've got them dead level. main drama still to come. The first little bit of dancing, the old Ali. We'll get the double shuffle in a minute. So, we've had 4 rounds in which he stood around, leaden-footed, and now, round 5, we get the dancing. This is the sort of thing which he can't keep up for 15 rounds anymore. He looks a lot better when he does this sort of thing, and I prefer to see him do it. This is what makes him the unique heavyweight. No other heavyweight in the world can dance like this. Lyle moves around with him and waits to see what's going to happen. Style that really foxes all opponents because they haven't got the speed to match it. Oh, got in a good one there. He caught up with him. Good uppercut, got through there. Got through to the face of Ali, and Ali said something to him. Well, it's been a good, interesting round, this. Ali might just about have stolen it. He's put in a lot of jabs. Lyle's done his share of work. Can't be a lot in it. So, you see the change of style suddenly from Ali. From being flat-footed and slow and letting the other man work, suddenly he produces the old dancing master stuff. 3 rounds to go before we get the predicted 8. And Lyle looking unmarked and unconcerned. Ali's nosebleed has stopped. There's the double shuffle. As usual, conducting the fight entirely in his own way, in his own style. Man really is a law unto himself. No other fighter, let alone heavyweight, no fighter at any weight in the world who has the miscellaneous abilities of this man. There just never has been another heavyweight who's ever moved on his feet like this. But for all that, one's got to say he's not doing any punching. And that's the name of the game. hand from Ali. First half of the round, no action. Second half, plenty of it. These left jabs stealing the points. Enough good punches thrown by Ali to take this round. Well, sitting alongside me is the former heavyweight champion of the world, the man Ali beat last October to win back the title, George Foreman. He's just sat down beside me. Welcome, George.
Yeah.
How do you think it's going so far?
I think Lyle's fought an extremely smart fight, worthy of a title fighter, a championship caliber. But it's evident now that he's ready to go, no doubt. It's a matter of any time you want to put together 3 or 4 combinations, they'll knock him out.
What do you make of Ali's tactics in this? I mean, we've seen a little bit of standing around, willing to be hit, and then the dancing starts.
I think it's just a matter of, you know, he's not a good fighter. He knows that. And so it's a matter of doing other things that, and, you know, just get recognition. He's not a good fighter. The crowd doesn't bother. When they boo him, it doesn't bother him. He's a very strong individual. But Lyle, I think, is one of the smartest guys in the contenders, and he should be taking this title shot. But he's ready to go now anytime.
Thanks very much, George. George Foreman, the former heavyweight champion of the world. Right, we'll see whether George Foreman is right. Certainly been against all expectations, the way this fight's been fought. Lyle taking his time about opening up. Expected that he would go full at it right from the first bell. Instead of that, he's tried to match boxing ability with Muhammad Ali. Round 7. Solid left hook from Ali. That's a good right from Lyle. Ali took that one full on the jaw. Just like he did with Foreman, standing there, willing to get a hit, presumably in the hope that Lyle will tire himself. This man's dangerous. You'll notice the dancing has stopped. There's the bell, just like he did with Foreman. He waited his chance, and then out he came, opening up. And for the first time, I think, he really made his mark upon Ron Lyle, who felt those punches as Ali stormed out of the corner. So this is the predicted round. Round 8, the one Ali said he'd win in. We'll see. And we'll keep a check on this because Ali said anywhere between 2 minutes 35 and 2 minutes 38. I don't believe there's any way in the world he can pull that off. The explosions are beginning to take place. He's working for the win, Ali. Really opening up for the first time. And this time it's Lyle who has to come off the ropes. More work in the opening minute of this fight than in all the other rounds put together. The first time he makes Lyle look very ordinary. First time he gives the impression he can handle the man any way he likes, if he wants to. Two minutes. .235 to 238, he said. Lyle's hardly laid a glove on him in this round. Well, the prediction's gone west. It's past 2:38. Lyle like a cornered animal. That's still a big round for Ali, although Lyle has courageously fought his way back. There's the bell. So the prediction's gone west, and Lyle gets a tremendous reception for getting past the 8th round. So he missed out on the prediction. He tried to go back to the old days when he was very much younger. 12 years ago we're talking about, when he used to be able to say, he'll fall in 4 and the man would fall in 4. But today he can't make it stick. And this crowd really on Ron Lyle's side now. To him to come, and Lyle says, no, you come to me, and he does. So the psychology isn't working. Back to the dancing. Made the big effort in the 8th to finish it. It didn't work. And you get the feeling there's still a lot of good fight left in Lyle. Lyle drew a deep breath there as that jab stabbed him in the face. These are nothing punches from Lyle. He's just standing there, wasting time with Ali, waiting for the significant moments of the fight, which burst upon us every now and again. A round in which they seem to be recovering from the effects of the 8th, which was a hard one. Good punches. He came out of that crouch. You see he was foxing again, making the man wonder what he was going to do. It's a pretty even round. Nothing in that one. Quiet one after the exertions of the 8th. I've got Ali out in front. So we move into the later stages of this fight, and plenty left in it, and a lot of things could happen between now and the end. Lyle playing Ali's game as well. He's been totally undisturbed by all the psychology tactics that Ali's used. He hasn't conned him into anything at all. And Lyle has been very cool about the whole thing. And Lyle will come out of this fight now, whatever happens, with a pretty good reputation. He stood up under punishment. He's refused to be dazzled by the tactics. And he's still there, standing up and hitting in the 10th. And Ali has still got problems with him. Doing nothing, the champion. Done nothing this entire round except talk to the man. You don't win fights talking. Very strange performance now by Ali. One would have thought he'd have followed up that 8th round, try to capitalize on it, but he hasn't. And Lyle is still confident. It's the best round Lyle's had by a long way. Question who's won this one. It's Ron Lyle, and won it well. So this crowd at the Las Vegas Convention Center give Lyle a hand, and this man could still bring off one of the great surprises of recent years if he's strong enough to really have a go in the final rounds. Well, we're reaching a stage of this fight now where you have to ask yourself, what has Ali got left? Not so much, perhaps, as what Lyle has got left, or what has Ali got left. Has he got much to produce? Is it not play acting, or is it that he can't really go the pace anymore? Yes, he can. He's got him with a right hand. Oh, what a man. Just like he did with Foreman when you thought he was getting beaten, he comes up with a great shock punch. And he's got the man reeling in front of him now. One right hand did it. Lyle doesn't know where he is. He's got him going. Ali signaled to the ref to stop it, but the ref hasn't stopped it. Lyle just stands and takes it, but he's stopped it now. 11th round, it's all over. And Lyle doesn't understand anything about that at all. He doesn't know what's happened to him. 1 minute he was doing all right, and the next minute he was nowhere. And he's not heavyweight champion of the world, and he isn't going to be heavyweight champion of the world, because Muhammad Ali is still the heavyweight champion of the world. In the 11th round, when he looked for all the world as though he was letting the fight slip away from him, and then suddenly out came the right hand, just the way it did with George Foreman in Kinshasa. He pulled the same trick here. He confused Lyle into thinking that he hadn't got a lot left, and then suddenly produced the one stunning right-hander that changed the whole course of the fight and brought it to a very sudden conclusion.
Chicky Ferrara prepared Lyle for a tactical fight. The 8th round was a big round, and then suddenly you did away with him in the 11th. And that wasn't your plan. You predicted an 8th round knockout.
Had him going in 8, if you notice.
You're looking at that now. Call it as you see.
Lyle's a scientific fighter. He's a good fighter. He's never been stopped. I didn't want to burn out my energy. I don't think the people realize it. But Lyle is exhausted. See him doing most of the work. This took his toll. Me just standing there, no running, no dancing. Staying right there.
That one right hand did.
First left and then the right hand.
Yeah, first right hand.
All night long, by the way, the right lead did work. Lyle is open for the right lead.
You see him doing my style there. That style is good, but nobody can do it because I'm a little fast. He's a good fighter. Chain taking up from him, but I had him going, and that was all of it. It was only time. No heavyweight can punch all of those rounds and follow me and not be hurt. I'm going to tell the referee to come in here and stop it because I don't think it's right. Keep beating the man once you know you got him. It should have been stopped earlier.
Chicky Ferrara obviously didn't think the fight should be stopped. Neither did Lyle, for that matter.
Well, Lyle would have been hurt. I was hitting him too flush, hitting him too solid. From here, I'm going to Kota Kinabalu, Sabah, East Malaysia. We're fighting the heavyweight champion Europe, Joe Bugner. That's 7 more weeks from now. I'm staying pretty active, so this is why I'm pacing myself.
Okay, champ. Bugner in June, when Frazier and Will Foreman get a shot?
All of them are right in line for this year.
Well, I've got Andy Smith, Joe Bugner's manager, with me, and all the talk now, Andy, of course, is that Muhammad Ali is going to defend against Joe. I don't want you necessarily to tell me that, but what do you think of Muhammad Ali tonight?
Well, you know, Harry is a phenomenal man. He keeps giving us all heart palpitations. We all think he's finished, he's not doing the job, and lo and behold, he pulled that out like a true genius. He had Lyle, I think, in the last 3 rounds particularly, well under control. Lyle's the type of a man who can come forward very well, but when he's in trouble, he hasn't got the ability to protect himself and move away to allow himself to recover. And I think Ali had that thing well under control. What a remarkable man, Harry.
So Ali keeps the championship, and now the talk is of meeting Joe Bugner in Kuala Lumpur on June the 30th, and I think there's every possibility that that is going to happen. And on some of the form seen from Ali tonight, when he looked slow and ponderous, he weighed over 16 stone, then a lively Joe Bugner might do very well indeed against him. But an interesting fight always is when Ali is around, and a typical championship performance from the 33-year-old Ali, looking for all the world as though he might let it slip, and then producing the one punch that changed the whole course of the fight.